All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect, scattered, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood to do so, especially in this day and time. All right. Shalom to the women, you sisters, you children who watch and who learn. All right. This is Brother Shamar Yah with another video. All right. And this is, I'm on my way home right now on a break. But anyway, it's never a break in this place. Never lets up. Anyway, I was going through the news breaks, and they're starting to get some better stories, better reporting a little bit. That's the problem. Don't depend really solely on one outlet for information. Okay, because then they'll start throwing in garbage. Okay, remember, all of these outlets are controlled by the Illuminati. All right, Big Brother. All right, this New World Order plan and agenda. All right, and they'll start switching it up. Okay, but here is something that I wanted to focus on. All right, this story. Okay. And it says unemployment on the rise for Chicago's black youth. New studies finds, right? And so, this is nothing new. All right. I always bring up the fact that, had I had a job or been able to get a job during my teenage years, after you, I first started looking for, like restaurant jobs. Once I made it out of, once I got, 8th grade going into my freshman year, because, you want things and, your parents, you get girlfriends and, you have your parents taking care of your damn girlfriends. All right. So, but anyway, so I say, yeah, around 8th grade, I had started looking for jobs and, and ways to make money. Okay. And, the way that my family, they had their the things that they did. All right. But, they were more with the gambling and stuff like that. And so, Jay got to make those ends meet. All right. But anyway, and so that was pretty much my family's business, gambling. That's what pretty much fed me. All right, gambling. All right, but as I was growing up and looking for my own path outside of gambling. They didn't want us to do that. But my older sisters and brothers, they were able to get to get jobs. All right. They were able to work at, fast food restaurants, and make and pretty much, make money, but, and they were, they're like, 10 years, 15 years older than me. So, but, when it was time for me to, you know, uh, get a job or whatever, uh, my, there were jobs available. Okay, now Psalms the 83rd chapter. Okay, Psalms the 83rd chapter shows you that there is a worldwide global conspiracy against you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, and growing up in my community, growing up in my neighborhood, you had Arabs, during the time I was growing up. Okay, you still had Italians, and the Jewish people had, they were pretty much gone. So you still had, kind of like Italians still, and then the Arabs. All right, but all of these stores, that are owned, that were owned. Okay, they're owned by people of other nations who often, they can't talk. They don't even, they don't know the language. They don't know the, they don't know Jake. You know what I'm saying? And so what they get is a lot of, the people that they deal with when they come over here is, they deal with a lot of ghetto Jake. All right, a lot of Jake who are downtrodden. Okay, and so, or either women. Okay, and a Jake that's, he need to support his drug habit. So that's who that's who these people depend on. See, they're not trying to help a Jake that's trying to help himself, because a Jake that's just growing up, he want if you bring him into your business, he wants to know, how does a business run. Okay, and see, this is something that, starting with Esau Edom, okay, and his lapdog, all right, the Plantation Christian Church. Okay, because you got to understand, these black ministers, these people in these churches that are in your community, they are against you. Okay, they are against you. They only are trying to put money in their pocket. These individuals can't deal. Okay, and so the best thing that they can do is to steal from the Most High, because they figure, a lot of these people that are running these churches that you call these, in these Plantation Christian churches, they have no belief in the Most High. All right, they have no real faith in the Most High. It's all a come up to them. All right, it's all a come up to them. All right, they don't have any belief in the higher power. So, and the scriptures tell you, all right, our possessors, roughly paraphrasing the scriptures, our possessors, all right, flay the skin off of us, man. All right, and that's these pork chop pastors, man. Okay, These pork chop pastors, they are in league with all of the politicians. And I'm going to say that again. These pork chop pastors, these plantation Christians, all right, they are in league with Esau, man, these politicians of the Edomites, man. Okay? And they make deals constantly on you Jakes, man. Okay? Even Farrakhan. Okay? Farrakhan, he's a political pawn, man. Okay? All of these, and you see these individuals, they're popping up on YouTube, all right? I call them the groovy gurus, all right? These individuals have been political pawns for years, okay? They wrote a book, and now they sit and now they try to make money off of and through politics, okay? And there, it's a inside, what you call the boule. Look it up, the black boule. A lot of these individuals are members of the boule, okay? And so when you look at places like Chicago, listen, Chicago is, one place I went to that was a dirty city was New York. New York, I said that was the most dirtiest city I've ever been to. And I've been to places down south in Mississippi, okay? But, New York was a dirty city, man, okay? But Chicago, okay, is a dirty city. You go to a gas station, man, the gas pumps are filthy, okay? The people spit on the ground, put, garbage, it's filthy, especially in the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American communities, okay? These damn East Indians, man, there's some, they some unsanitary individuals, man, okay? They unsanitary, man. For the most part, some are, some not, okay? You go into a store, and the store smells like ass and vomit, okay? That's because they don't know how to mop a floor, okay? So they use a spoiled mop. Here it is, you have a store, but you're using old mops. You cheat, cheating yourself. And this is the condition that Jake in the neighborhood, go through, man. Okay? And so when you see these Jakes, they're robbing people. Hey, man, that was me back in the 80s and 90s, except you Edomites had crack. You had drugs in place, man. You had the drugs in place then. And so instead of me, having to rob someone, you had another nigga that just gave me drugs. I didn't know what the drugs was. I didn't even know anything about drugs. All right? No one taught me. I didn't watch those, I didn't watch black exploitation movies, man, about dealing drugs, man, And, when I got them, it was a low point in life. Now, now I sold drugs, okay? But I never got caught selling drugs, okay? Now, the cases that I got put on me, all right, were just that. You had police, and these were so-called black policemen, okay, who would plant evidence, all right, because selling drugs and living, just having money, okay, and having Jake is a very jealous individual, and people get it mixed up, man. Thinking Chicago, you think Don Juan, he's a player, and you see this guy, these are no, Chicago is a very hating city. Okay? Very, very hateful, man. Jake, you know, Jake here in Chicago play possum all the goddamn time, man. They can be the most humblest acting individual. Like you got the new saying is humble beast. Okay? Jake act humble, and turn around and will kill your ass, man, and your whole family. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's why I said, man. That's why I stick to this truth, man. Okay? Because I say, man, through all of this, man, okay? Through all of that, okay? The Lord showed me all of that, man. Okay? Showed me the most grimiest shit, man. All right? The most grimiest shit, man. The most grimiest individuals in Chicago. These were my friends, man. Okay? People that I call friends, all right? And they never crossed me. But you know, and I was a demon. Okay? Don't let me just, put it on nobody else, man, because it's sick to say that, but now, being a new man in this truth, okay? The things that we did at the time were fun, man. Was fun, man. Yeah, I mean, you have to know where we came from. Okay? The Chicago that you see now wasn't the Chicago that I grew up in, man. Growing up on 63rd Street, man. Okay? Growing up, in Cabrini Greens, all right? Growing up in Stateway, man. Okay, so I've been through projects. I've been through it all, brother. Okay? I've been through it all, okay? And I've seen how these niggas is, man. Okay? And Chicago was a dirty, what you see now, man, is a lot better, okay? But growing up on 63rd, man, it was garbage. It looked like the Little Shop of Horrors, man. When garbage just floating down the street. I mean, just when the wind blows, man, it's like people just dump the garbage in the middle of the street, man. But even at that time, there really wasn't, too many rats in certain areas. Everyone had roaches. Roaches was a problem. Okay? And I remember at a young age, man, maybe in, 7th grade, wanting to, I wanted to be a garbage man. Okay? Anything, to get the hell out of, of the community, of that condition. All right? And, so, we applied for jobs, man. Okay? We applied for jobs. We had people to hook us up with resumes, and, you have a lot of businesses in Chicago where they just, they don't hire you, Jakes, because they have another plan. And the other plan for us, okay, was to sell drugs so that we can in turn, because Chicago is the heart of Illinois, all right? Chicago is the heart of Illinois. All right. And, throughout Illinois, you have a lot of cities in Illinois that are full of Edomites, full of welfare receiving Edomites. These Edomites are welfare recipients. There's more Edomites who are on welfare than it is Jakes, or well, at least in Illinois. Okay. Now, in order to feed, because Esau start, he'll turn into the woos. Okay, what is it called? The wood woos. All right. Esau go. If he lets himself go too long, okay, he'll start growing hair all over his body, man, and he'll be out like the shaggy dog. All right. So to save, and then a lot of these Edomites, they have these assault rifles, these weapons. So once they go crazy, they start killing Jake, man. All right, it's just killing other Edomites. So to stop that type of thing from going on, you have prisons that are put in place across Illinois, and neighboring states where these conditions are bad. Okay, prisons, far away from, they'll say, oh yeah, we're just putting these prisons out here to, make them be far from home. No, they're putting these prisons into these cities, all right, into these Edomite towns to help out these Edomites. These Edomites work the prisons. Okay? They work the prisons. And this is what keeps them above water. This is why there's no, problem. See, all of this is orchestrated through the elites, man. Okay? With the help of your plantation Christians. I know these motherfuckers, man. And they would sell you out for $1, man. Okay? Sell you out for $1. So, all right, Salakia. All right. Yeah, man. So these plantation Christians, okay, Baptist, Methodist, whatever, it doesn't matter, man. See, it's all about them satisfying their own bellies. Okay? Their own selves. Okay? And that's what, you get Timothy. People say his father was a heathen. No, man. Okay? His father was caught up into that plantation mind state, man. Jake is in a damn plantation mind state, man. Jake ain't, when I was growing up, man, you'd have thought that it would have been a race, full out race war by now, man. The way that rappers used to present themselves, man. Now you look at these niggas, okay? Now you look at these niggas and you want to smack the shit out of them. Okay? All that shit you was talking, nigga. And that's why it's not safe for them. These entertainers, they talk this good game, but then they move far away. They move far away because it was all a trick, man. Okay? It was all a trick. They sold out, and in turn, okay, they gave you a dream. All right? So unemployment and the crime that you're seeing in places like, they only talk about the big cities. So Chicago, LA, Miami, all this crime, okay? Yet and still you have all of these foreign people who are doing business in and around these communities who don't hire black people because they're told not to hire so-called Negroes, Hispanics, or Native Americans. Now they'll hire, Hispanics because, you know, uh, you know, um, they feel that they can shortchange, you know, the northern, brothers, from the Northern Kingdom. All right, and they figure that they pretty much don't say nothing, because Jake is just in a damn, a confounded mind state, man, and you know, it is what it is, and they deserve it because they are not, the Lord hasn't woke them up to the truth. So whatever they did, and I don't know what they did in a previous life, okay? But once they hear about this Hebrew Israelite movement, once they've seen these videos, and watched these videos, man, to hell with them. If they're still, lollygagging, man, to hell with them. Changing the doctrine up, adding stuff to the scriptures, man, look, to hell with them, man. The Lord ain't playing, all right? So, with that being said, till next time, Shalom.